Hey guys, this is Fawaz. In this video, I'm going to be responding to your questions. So, few days ago, I had posted a post. Like, I had posted a post. That's great English, apparently. So, here's the post somewhere here, editing. And I'm going to be answering some of the questions. So, I haven't seen any of the questions my first time checking it, and I got 6 comments. I expected really less. And let us begin. First question is my favorite subscriber, the factiest nerd. What cognitive mechanisms underlie the ability of feline enthusiasts to successfully navigate the complex social dynamics and communicative use of their feeled companions? Years of trying to figure out what he's trying to say. So he's asking me how I sort of attract so many cats and form a strong bond with cats. So, I'm going to give you some tips. I mean, this is like my number one talent, you know. So, yeah. So, the first and most important thing to form a bond with cats is feed them, especially stray cats. Stray cats love food like anything, they'll do anything for it. And this is like the case for any stray animal. So, occasionally go down. If you see my YouTube shorts, I feed them wet cat food, especially. Multi loves wet cat food. She can eat that all day long, I promise. Dry food is also important, but for the taste, I would really recommend red cat food. And literally anything raw chicken, fish, or even cooked versions of those, beef. Although they're not that fond of beef, but that's also okay. And that the food is the main thing. Secondly, there are certain ways of approaching cats, like when you want to tame a cat. So when basically cats are really tiny animals, and when a giant human comes walking to them, they get scared, and they have a lot of childhood trauma, just like humans and myself have a lot of childhood trauma. And people abuse them as kittens, or not just abuse them, they like children, they try to shoo them away, they try to throw things at them, and this is like the lifestyle is too sophisticated of a word, but I guess that's true for cats, stray cats, obviously. And when you want to approach them, you need to go down on your knees. Okay, you need to go down on your knees and sort of maintain a similar height with the cat, like sit down and try to reach your hand towards it. Chances of it running away are quite less, and it won't really feel safe if it's the first time you're gonna do it with that cat. But yeah, it's gonna see you as something safer than other humans around it. So you know these tips, I hope these tips help. And honestly, he has supported, the fact he's has supported me ever since I started this channel, so I just want to say thank you so much to him right now. His comments, like everything, our Instagram chats, they're all a source of motivation, honestly. So second question is Animesh Datta. Hi Animesh. Hey there, I have two questions. I'm planning to buy a cat next month. What breed would you recommend? So honestly, I wouldn't recommend any specific cat breed. It totally depends on your personality. Like I'm assuming if you are a student or a person who works and who's like busy, like the common person, uh, the stray cat that you see on the street, that is the domestic short hair breed, um, is quite suitable because these cats are independent. They do need some time from humans, for feeding and socialization and stuff, but it can be limited to just half an hour or 1 hour or even less. So these cats are independent. I would not, if you are a busy person, I would not recommend buying Persian cats because they're relatively high maintenance, or Siamese cats because they are social cats and they're very talkative and they need companions, or ragdolls. Ragdolls are cats with very dog-like behaviors, so they are also a bit more on the social scale. So you would have to spend more time in their physical and social maintenance. Like ragdolls, Persians, and the long-haired cats, they produce so much fur, and I am never gonna get a ragdoll or Persian because what if I inhale the fur? Um, so domestic short hair would be good, and the Sphinx cat I wouldn't recommend that because they usually need more food than the average cat. So the common stray cat or domestic short hair, they're very they are friendly, especially the ginger cats, and they are very adaptable to their surroundings because they're half wild. They've been living on the streets for thousands of years. So they're a really nice breed. I don't think there's barely anything wrong with that breed. So Ramsha Alam, hi Ramsha, is it okay to keep your cat in a room permanently? Uh, my mom is scared of cats. Same, which is why I cannot keep a cat in my house. And she does not allow cats to roam over freely in the house. So a very similar thing happened to me. So as you guys, I don't think you guys know, in December 2020, adopted one of Mountain's sibling. I mean, one of Mountain's sons at the age of when he was just 5 weeks old from a neighbor. And for a few days, I was I could feed him and like give enough time to him, but my mom has eleurophobia or cat phobia, which is why she was really scared when he came towards her and sort of roamed around being himself. So it was very hard, hearing screams every 30 seconds because I need peace, babe. I need peace. And I would recommend not to keep your cat, whether it doesn't matter the age group. If your cat's a kitten like 3 or 4 weeks of age, keeping them in a room is fine. But if they're older than that, the cats are not cage pets. They are free pets. Cats, dogs, sometimes even rabbits. They are free pets. They need, just like human beings, they need an environment in which they can freely roam about and they don't feel captivated in one place. It's really important the cats, happiness and physical development. They need to walk, they need to jump, they need to go about here and there for those muscles to build, especially as a young kitten. So I would not recommend a room. So I guess I would recommend to you, wait till you're an adult, wait till you're on your own feet, and then you can, when you earn for yourself, then maybe buy a cat then or adopt then. That's what I'm planning to do. So hope this helps. um, Dana Serena. Hi, Dana. Is it possible that having a pet specific cat can be distracting for students? Okay, so a lot of my friends ask me this question, like, um, usually no, but in some cases it can. Like, this is a very subjective question. Like, if your cat, when you study, if your cat just comes up to your table, walks around here and there, shits on your books, it's obviously going to be distracting. You should keep your cat in a separate room, or you should keep yourself in a separate room and close the door and then study. And that's it. It wouldn't be such a problem. And what I like about cats is that they're not such high maintenance. Again, there are different breeds with different maintenance requirements. The cat I'm talking about are usually the short haired cats, domestic short hairs. When the cats are above the age of 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and adult ages, they are quite independent, and you don't need to sort of pamper them every time, and you can have a normal life as a student and be uh, you know concerning, caring pet owner as well. But if you have kittens of ages 2 weeks or 3 weeks and they don't have a mother and you're the foster parent, you're feeding them formula, you're stimulating them to urinate, you're keeping them in the room where you study, then yes, it can be problematic because kittens of these young ages, they tend to cry a lot because like human babies, human infants, they cry a lot for various psychological reasons. They want food, they're hungry, they want attention. They're just at a really young stage in their lives right now. So a very young kitten would not, I would never recommend that for a student. Try a kitten above 2 months or 3 months, adopt that kitten. It would be very little distracting and or not even distracting at all. Hope this helps. And second last comment is of Alicia Alam. Hi Alicia. What homemade cat food review? Okay. Would you recommend? I'm assuming this person is oh, recipe. Okay. So, honestly, I really like Alicia's initiative. Yes, if when I'm planning like to adopt a cat in the future, I will be feeding it homemade food because you don't have to buy expensive cat food. I mean, the rate of whiskers has also increased from the shop in which I buy by like 5 rupees. So yeah, feeding homemade food is great for the lifespan. You don't have to and it's hard to trust these brands when they're putting all these processed materials. So yeah, and so I would recommend you to boil some chicken. I don't really have the measurements on me right now. So you can boil some chicken by removing the fat. And when the chicken is all gray, like in water, obviously, when the chicken is gray, you take some rice, and like that, the rice should be relatively a little less than the amount of chicken. Mix that cooked rice with the chicken and mash it, and then add some broth that you've boiled the chicken. So add some chicken broth, and I would recommend to boil it until it becomes whitish or grayish and somewhat cooked. So then put that take the broth mixture and blend it for a few seconds until you get a some food with a gooey consistency. This is very nutritional for kittens. I would totally recommend it for all age groups, but specifically kittens. So hope that answer helped. The last question is from Tanveer Ali. Hi Tanveer. How do you tame a stray cat without feeding? Also, tell us a bit more about yourself. Okay, so guys, I tried to tame stray cats throughout many years without feeding them. It just doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. The most important thing that should come to your mind when you want to form a social bond with a stray cat, or any cat for that matter, is feed it. Animals will do anything for food. If they associate you with food, they associate you with dependence and security, and with those two traits, trust develops between cat and human. As you can see from other clips in my on my YouTube channel, I've been able to touch multi, which 6 months ago I could not. And please, please, please don't take shortcuts. Feed the feline queens and kings. Also, tell us a bit more about yourself. Okay, so hi, I'm Fawaz. Bye. I'm Fawaz, I'm 16. I go to school. So I live in Kolkata, and I guess that's all you know about me. Thanks for showing interest in my personal life because I do not have a social life.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Your support, determination, and love really keeps this channel growing. Please forget to unsubscribe and dislike. And I'll see you next February in the annual Q&A session.